Sacramento is considered one of the hottest housing markets in the nation right now. So how do you get in before it's too late? Joining us live is Brandon Hafley, President and CEO of Catalyst Mortgage. Brandon, it'll be too late? I don't know about that.
You know, May, it really comes down to what timing is for each individual person and just really understanding where we're headed.
So a lot of people are talking about being too late. That's one thing, but others talking about waiting because there could potentially be a bubble. What gives?
Yeah.
Will there be a bubble? Do you think that it's going to burst?
You know, in my opinion, right off the bat, no. And I think that a lot of people are still holding out on trying to get into the housing market because they think there's going to be a pullback. And, you know, some people might disagree with me, but simply the data doesn't lie, where we've had constant wage growth and year over year affordability, because of interest rates dropping almost a full percent, and in some cases a little bit more, has made it even more affordable for some families. From last year to this year, it's more affordable this year to purchase than it was a year or two ago.
Okay, let's look at that affordability. We have some median home prices in Sacramento County. At this point, it's $460,000, which is 35% less than the statewide price. $609,000 in Placer County. That's 15% lower. For people who weren't thinking they were going to get into the housing market, say first-time home buyers thinking California prices are just way too high, and now we're seeing that there is some affordability. What's the best way for them to get in?
Well, first, I think that you need to look at your individual situation and don't look at everything overall. Really kind of look at where you're at. Get pre-approved. That's number one, because then you can find out where your debt to income ratio pencils, where a payment on a mortgage would pencil for you. And I think that if people, again, even looked a year ago, they're going to find that because interest rates have come down and for the most part, wage growth has gone up anywhere between 3 and 7% this last year, that because of those two things, you might actually be in a better position today to buy than you were a year ago. And I know that sounds crazy because home prices have gone up so much, but really I would say for anyone to sit down with a mortgage professional, go over those payments and find out where you stand, because your situation really might be completely different than someone else's.
Okay, I want to get to that because one of your tips is set your down payment amount. People don't know, a lot of people may not know, they have a choice on that and think that traditional, they still have to put 20% down, especially in such a hot buying market that we're seeing right now. Is that still the case?
Yeah, you know, you don't need to put 20% down, exactly to your point. You can go as little as 3% down on a conventional loan. There are grant programs through Cal HFA available. There's a lot of different options. But again, knowledge is power. Do your research, and even if you don't want to buy today, maybe you will in 6 months, but get that game plan together to understand what your down payment will be and what your purchasing power can be.
Well, thank you, Brandon Hafley, CEO and President of Catalyst Mortgage, for getting us into the housing market and getting our game plan in gear. Always good to talk to you.